right, girl, I want to take a second and we're going to wrap this tight. And I really want to talk to you about what people know you now. My brand new team, they see you shiny. They see you shiny on Instagram. They watch you talk for corporate and they seriously go, oh, she's incredible, because people are drawn. They're drawn. The question of the day really is, how do you step into your own voice, that authentic version? And we talked on our last video about quitting and what quitting looks like and how you transitioned. Now, Emily, I have the super excited opportunity to ask you another burning question. How do you step into your own voice? So Emily Roberts, tell us how.
So for me, it was being observant. Okay. So when I am on social media, when I'm at a party, when I'm at dinner, I married a Marine and we're constantly told to be aware of our surroundings. And so I just started applying that to business, and I know where I'm accepted and I know where I'm not. And I'm a boat rocker. I like to make people think. I like to make people uncomfortable because I'm only saying what you're probably thinking. Maybe that's something I tell myself to make myself feel better. I don't know, but it seems to work very well. So I think for me personally, it is becoming more observant. So when I was joining this network marketing industry, I was watching other people, like you've been watching me, and you watch Aimée and you're like, man, they do that so well, or they're so great, or look how beautiful this is, or how sparkly that looks. And there's like that comparison-itis thing that people get. And luckily, I did not have that in the beginning. I think I've had it more now as a matured industry person, but I wanted to be different. What were people not doing? What were they doing that was getting them blasted on social media? What were they doing that was causing internet trolls to come and shut them down and put them out about their product? What could I do to be different? And so I challenge you to ask yourself that, which right now we live in the world of instant gratification, and you want to be diamond tomorrow. You want to be a six-figure earner right now. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that, but you have to be observant. You have to see what's happening in your market first, right? That you'll hear like you have a warm market and you have a cold market. Like if you're on Instagram, if you're on Facebook, you have an everything market. It's not cold, it's not warm, it's not hot. You're meeting strangers all the time. You are introducing, like, your social media is your storefront. It's your brick and mortar. So if you think about it, right, we're being observant. Where do I shop? Why do I shop there? What style do they have? What theme do they have? Do I like their branding? You know, how do I have to dress to go there? Like we consider all of these things. That's how your social media and your business storefront is to other people. How do you make them feel when they shop with you? How do they feel when they come to your posts? How do they feel when they watch your videos? And so that was something that I really just had to collectively think about. And for a long time, people would laugh and they were like, what are you doing? Like, why did you just make that video? And I'm like, one, because that's how social media works. Like I had to learn about algorithms and all these fancy words, but like people want to see you dance silly and point at words right now. So I'm going to dance silly and point at all the words. Like that's what I'm going to do because that's how I'm going to get my name out there. But then I'm also going to remember like who I am, what's my story, and what am I good at? Because I'm observant and I know how to stay in my lane, but invite new people into my car. Okay. So that's what I started doing. I just, I became an Uber driver in the network marketing world. I'm like, hey, you want to go for a ride? Just see how this is real quick. I'll drop you off at that corner. Right. And so that's what I was doing. And when people come, they click on my reel because it's me and my son singing this popular Drake song. And that's great. I like Drake. I love Jesus, but I like rap music. All right. And I had this, 15 seconds of fun with my kid that had nothing to do with business. It brought me joy. It was fun to make it with my son, and people of the Instagram world, they liked it. So that was a whole new group of people that don't know me. They don't know I'm in Plexus. They don't know that I like talking about poop and gut health. They don't know any of that. They just see a mom dancing and being silly with her son and having a good time. And so I think the second part of that, I'm observant. I see what's working and what's not. But two is I choose to be confident. I know I look ridiculous, and I'm okay with that, because guess what? It brought me 300 followers in 72 hours. That's 100 new followers a day since I posted that reel, since I danced like a ding dong in my kitchen. Okay. I'm okay with that. So be observant, know what's working and what's happening around you in the social media world or wherever it is you're working your business. And 2, choose confidence. It is a muscle you have to work on. You have to flex it. Like, no pun intended. I know people are like, flex on them or whatever. You really do. Like, you just have to choose confidence. If you feel confident in a certain outfit, put it on. You feel more confident with makeup on, put it on. When your hair's in a messy bun and you're braless, whatever, do that. Do you. I had a day on Instagram a couple weeks ago, and Aimée picked up on it, where I was like, you know what? Today, putting on a bra was hard. It was hard. I cried when I put it on. I cried when I decided to take it right back off. It was a hard day. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to post that. I'm going to talk about that. Obviously, I didn't post that, but I typed it out and I put it with a picture of me crying because I had a rough day. And it's so crazy to me. It's so crazy to me. Like, yeah, I have fun and I can dance to rap music and whatever and bring in followers, but I bring in more followers when I am vulnerable, when I connect, when I take the shiny away for a minute. And that's the third piece of this, is stepping into your own voice. Yeah, you're being observant. You are choosing confidence, but you're also telling your story. And the way that I tell my story comes from a place of vulnerability, because I have a dark and shady past. I have a traumatic childhood. Maybe that's what it looks like for you. And nobody wants to talk about that, right? Ew, like, clutch my pearls. Who are you to tell me that's, like, whatever? You have to talk about it, because that's how you connect with other people. That's how you help other people heal. That's how you help you heal. And the cool thing about it is it can tie into your business. It can tie in your business. I had no idea all the things that were connected to gut health and happiness. Well, my happiness is something that I can't get from a pink drink, but I can get it through relationships and healing. But then I've met you and we're healing together and we're creating a relationship, and like, you need help pooping. Girl, I got you. Okay. That's the beauty of just talking about what you want to talk about and being who you want to be. Like, I think that we get so caught up in, okay, well, if I don't look like a Kardashian, sucks for me, man. Can't do this. I got to find something else to do. Like, no, who cares? You know, there's people that I follow that have, you know, millions of followers, and they never wear makeup. They don't ever wear makeup. Their houses are dirty. They're just funny, or they're just factual. And so when you're stepping into your own voice, sometimes my husband, he's like, you're like a character. Like, he's like, babe, we need to make you a bobblehead because people would buy it. Like, you're like a character, and you are too. Like, Aimée, like, yeah, you have great hair, but like, you're like a character, right? Like, when I go to Aimée, when it comes to business, friendship, Plexus, whatever, I know what I'm going to get. I know that character, just like if you were to watch Gilmore Girls or, you know, Batman and Robin, you know how Robin behaves. You know that Batman is the hero of the story, right? When you come to me in my business, in my family, you know my character. I don't waver. I don't change. I'm in my role all the time. And I think it is so important for people to pick a character and be the character, but remember, you're the character. Hopefully that makes sense. Maybe Aimée, you can figure out you're picking up what I'm putting down, but like, help me.
Well, yes. So in all of your enthusiasm, right? This is what I'm pulling from you. I can't wait for this video to get in the hands of so many people. And I would encourage everybody to keep sharing it forward, because it's that cliched, never judge somebody's chapter 1, chapter 22. What we see is bright and shiny. No matter what platform you're on, when you know somebody's in their groove and you know they're authentic, and I'm not talking like those fake accounts that spend exorbitant amounts of time trying to be smoke and mirrors, but I'm talking about that one that makes you groove in your heart. Those are your people. And what Emily has done so well is she's currently chapter 22, and it's gorgeous to watch. It's beautiful. I have team members that get the best inspiration from you. I get inspiration from you. As a mentor, I step back and I can see what she's talking about is when you step into your authentic voice, you've taken the time to think about, what do I love? What grooves for me? What colors do I like? What clothes make me feel incredible? Not what they're wearing, but what makes you feel good. And what I have then done is I've watched Emily morph, and it's caused me to want to morph because I can see that game has been upped. And then I go, wait a minute, who am I? What would if I were going to shop in a certain place, what would I want me to be like? And this isn't fake and this isn't phony. This is how you find your voice. You start throwing something against the wall and then you go, yeah, that wasn't it. But remember on our last video with Amber Miller, she talked about leave it up. Because the journey, you look back and you go, oh, okay. And because as humans, and especially in my world as a woman, we want other people to know that this did not start chapter 22. Developing your own voice takes tons of time. And so, yes, Emily, the 3 things: noticing what you love, showing up on the daily, being authentic, and really looking for ways to express your own creativity. For some people, they're never going to do a reel, even if that's something that they, a TikTok, a reel, even just a voice in their stories. And we're going to talk on another video about places to start and how to get those things going. But for the now, becoming authentic and stepping into your own voice, that was the emotion. Right? You want more, you want to give more, you want to serve better. So you have to be authentic. And the tactical, what Emily just gave, the tactical of try the reel, get the music you like, be willing to show up ridiculous. And then look what happens. Your authentic voice starts getting stronger, right? And don't you still get people that comment, "Ooh, that was terrible. Why'd you do that?" And you're like, because it's my voice. See you.
Exactly. And the people that do comment that, I need that. I need to stay humble. I need to have ugly every now and then in my life. My 3-year-old does a very great job at reminding me about my flaws, but sometimes you need a stranger on the internet to keep you in your lane and in your car. And it's okay, because then you're reminded, like, okay, not my thing. I'm going to try something else. Or maybe it is your thing and they're just hating. But I think it's so important for us to, you don't have to fix what's not broken. If something is working really well for you, take our advice from this and apply it and make your things better. But if you're someone that is sitting there and you feel stuck, which I hate that word, you're not stuck, you're not a tree, you don't have roots, get up, move, then change something, try something new. That insanity quote, the doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result, is the definition of insanity, right? All y'all insane. All y'all. Because that's what we say in Texas. All y'all are insane because you're sitting there thinking about doing a reel, thinking about changing your color scheme on Instagram, thinking about making that Plexus post, thinking about posting your before and after. You can think about it all day. I'm going to be busy over there doing it and getting customers and ranking up. So stop thinking about it, start applying it. And I love that. We need to put it on a t-shirt. You were just repeating what I said, but be willing to look ridiculous. Quote that, put it on a t-shirt, hang it up on your wall. And say it, like, maybe it could be a new affirmation. I'm willing to look ridiculous to change my life. Okay. And that, I think, is just, it speaks volumes for my most authentic self, because 3 years ago, I was not willing to look ridiculous. I was scared. I was hurt. I had lost friends. I didn't want to do this anymore. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about the hard parts of this business. I'm going to tell you how ugly it can be sometimes. I'm going to tell you about my competition. I'm going to tell you about what I had to do to lose all this weight and get my belly off of my lap. Like, I got to talk about the ugly stuff in the in-between, because my hair did not get this long and healthy overnight. I had to wake up and take a vitamin every day, and sometimes people, you just see the after, and there's nothing wrong with afters. I think they're great testimonies all on their own, but you have to be willing to be ridiculous and talk about what it took to get to the after in your own words. No more plagiarizing, no more copying and pasting and trying to make it your own. Just be like, yo, I was fat, all right? I own it. I embraced it, and I kind of like it, but not a lot, right? I feel like it's like that real. Like, I like it, but not a lot. Like, that's kind of where...
Right? I don't want to be married to it. I just want to date it a little bit. I know. Yeah. I hear you. Yeah, just a little bit, but not stay forever. Emily, I appreciate you so much. We have so many more topics that we can talk about. And if the idea of how do I start, trying maybe going live and maybe trying to, create some FaceTime in my stories, catch the next video. I'm going to take a minute and talk about how did I build, 12,000 plus people in less than a year on YouTube. Like, I'm going to talk about what do I do to video and what does that look like? And so I'm going to spend a minute and give you some ideas that you can run with on our next video. And Emily, today, I just really appreciate you. You took so much and made it less mysterious for all of us. And I just appreciate you. And this is where I would challenge everybody. Start taking that time to go look, put a timer on, go look at other accounts, see what you like. Don't make it personal, and then schedule time to put those couple new things into action and stop avoiding. If we heard anything from Emily, what does stepping into your own voice look like? It's stopping yourself, get into action, and then morph it as you go, right? And then it changes. All right, girl, I appreciate you so much. Thank you. I give you back to your children. Mwah. Yes. Have a good day, Mama. We appreciate you. Bye.